I saw the darkest, blackest clouds and storms that were brewing throughout the earth. And so I'm looking over this, and what I saw where there were angelic hosts who were actually holding back war. And I saw that these global powers and principalities, they were swirling and they were, brewing to push the nations over the edge and escalate some things into war. So I watched as the Prince of Persia, radical Islam, communism, Russia the bear, and China the dragon. They spun and they danced around, intertwining with each other. And I watched, and they would step actually, onto one region in the earth. And then they would make another step in another nation and another region, in the earth. And throughout these steps, trouble would be stirred up and activated. I mean, it was darkness. It was deep darkness. Truly, just felt awful. Then the Lord took me into the spirit, and again, I watched across the earth, and I could see like a big flash bolt, like a big flash over here, and then I saw another big flash over there, and the enemy was pulling triggers, pushing buttons, collaborating with one another to stir things up, to bring death and destruction, and they were activating some things to bring a spirit of fear and control to a completely another level. Wow. Now, the next thing I knew, I was taken, into the spirit again, and I was taken, from one coastline to another, from one capital city to another, and I'm watching, looking over the skylines of these cities, and all of a sudden I see this holographic imagery filling the night sky. And again, city by city, nation by nation, an illusion, the deepest of deep fakes, coordinated, coordinated by the deep state, evil kings and regimes to strike fear in the earth. And they were projecting, what I saw, what they were projecting was an alien invasion in the sky, and it looked very real. I mean, UFOs, big ones, little ones, and everything in between. And I mean, there are a lot of them. I mean, they're coming in formations. I mean, it looked so real, but it was not.
Was this in one, do you believe this was in one specific area at a time, or this was like mass at once? Did you get an impression from that?
Do you know what? I could not say. I could not say. I mean, if I have to lean one way or the other, I would say that it was kind of a glow, like it was actually, within a condensed period of time, maybe not at the same minute, but within a condensed period of time for the initial, kind of push. But it looked so real, but it wasn't. It was holographic, fake, fake, fake. So I'm watching this and I'm looking at it, and the Lord then showed me amid the holograms and the illusion of this fake alien invasion, these evil kings had real assets that they were now deploying. They were using these holograms as a smokescreen to hide some of what they were really doing. And they had high-level hidden technology that had been hidden from the people and is hidden from the people, that they had developed their own crafts and things that looked like UFOs, and they were preparing, they'd weaponized them, and they were preparing to use them upon the people. And not only did they have those kind of things mixed in, but I also saw drones, big ones, small ones, and which had also been weaponized that the enemy was trying to use in an evil plan. So, Kelsey, I'm watching this, and all of a sudden the Lord came to me just with a complete assurance. And I knew by the Spirit of God that they would not succeed. I knew that their plans would not come to pass. And in fact, the Lord showed me what they wanted to project in the holograms would be cut off. And the Lord's anointed would use that very system to broadcast the faces and identities and the evil crimes against humanity that they had committed. And the justice that was brought to them would now be broadcast in a manner for the world to see. So the weapon that they had designed to bring death and destruction of the innocent would be turned against themselves. Truth and hidden things shouted from the rooftops.